I am here. You are here. Welcome, welcome. I will get the lineup set up in just a few moments as I'm working through. Hanwha, lots of changes in the lineup. They got a lefty on the mound, Brandon on the mound for Doosan, which means they're gonna have some changes in the lineup. John Jin Hyuk obviously out, and then from there, Eurogyo in. Changes in the order everywhere. Just lots of confusing stuff going on. Also, lots of changes in the Doosan lineup. So we will get to that as I'm trying to get them all set up to get ready. So Brandon on the mound, 3.10 ERA on the season, 11 games, 6-4, 61 innings, 257 batting average against Iwan Suk. First pitch swinging, and that's going to be a grounder, 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out, and we are underway. So big things for Hanwha. They got the 900th win out of the way for the Hanwha manager. So at this point now, yeah, they are just ready to play, and Wong Young Mook will be up. The second baseman once again today as he looks at strike one. Vernon has pitched against Hanwha earlier this season, took the loss, but did not pitch actually that bad as that misses 1-1. And again, I'll get to that in just a sec as I'm trying my best to get this stuff up and going. And misses outside once again. Ball 2. Swings that one way up high as that swing swoops. And fouls another one off, and it keeps it at 2-2. Wong Young Mook, again, does very, very well at fouling off pitches. Sees a lot of pitches. I think that might be one of the reasons why they continue to have him up in that leadoff spot where they drop him down today, because he has not been doing well. That's going to be a 4 thrown across the body in time for 3 putouts. 2 away. Let's see. Going here. And lots of changes in the lineup for Doosan. I mean, a lot of changes. So everybody, even the people that were in the lineup, are now in different spots. An Ji-hong is stepping in. Looks at strike one. An Ji-hong now in the second hole, or the 3 hole, as he swings, tries to hold up, but rotates the body all the way around, and that's strike 2, 2-2. And there goes the no-hitter on a liner into the middle of the field, and An Ji-hong is on with a 2-out single. And that will step in Mr. Noshiman. All right, first pitch in there, top of the zone, strike 0-1. Ancheon does not possess any speed out there, so don't really need to worry about him stealing any bases, although wouldn't put it past him. And misses upstairs, 1-1. Almost done with the lineups here, and all right, lineups are done, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right, swings through. That's 1 and 2. So Brandon has pitched one game against Hanwha. Ended up pitching 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. Hanwha did not hit well against him. They only had 4 hits, but he took the loss in that game because Ryun Jin actually pitched even better, pitching 6 innings and only giving up 1 hit. So Brennan in his last starts got the win against NC through 6 innings, and that's off the, it's like the knee of Noshiwan there. As he grabs his left knee and bends over, holds himself. And the crowd starts to chant Noshiwan in the background of the broadcast. So, Brennan, last game, 6 innings, gave up 3 runs. He really, a 3.10 ERA, but hasn't gotten a lot of run support. Lots of unearned runs against him. So, in the month of May, he had a 2.17 ERA, 5 starts, at home, 2.17 ERA, but in 5 games, but is 1-3 in those 5 games. He's given up 14 runs, but only 7 of them have been earned. So just really a awful defense behind him has really been keeping him from getting much done at home. So Noshiwan steps back in. We'll have another 1-2 pitch. Runners on first. He's hitting 267 as he fouls that one off of his knee again. And now he is laying down on the ground, and this is not going to be good at all. As he's laying down on the ground, they take his helmet off. I imagine that means he's telling him to hold up. This is definitely not good for Hanwha, as they're already down Peraza, who is injured with the shoulder injury after slamming into the wall. We will see how he fares as he steps into it, see how he would fare on an actual swing. That was awful camera work. Absolutely awful camera work right there. Just did a full speed, like a triple zoom. So, yep, just hit the inside of his knee on both of those pitches as that one wobbles him away. And we'll see how things go. Don't want to... Welcome, sir. All right. Yeah, you got to throw him a fastball here. It's going, man. Rough start to the beginning, and swings through that one. Did not look good on that swing there, and if he cannot continue, this is not a good thing for Hanwha at all. So we will go to the bottom of the first. That Noshiwan, the fact that he may be coming out is not going to be a good thing. Not at all. So, Ryu Hyun-jin on the mound for Hanwha. One game against Doosan already this season, and he pitched extremely well. Went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. They hit 50 against him. Not 150, not 250, not 350. Just 50. In the defensive side, lots of changes here. Yuro Gyo is in left instead of Jang Jin-hyuk. An Ji-hong is taking over at first base instead of Kim Tae-yeon. So we'll see how this plays out. Hyun-jin with a 4.08 ERA on the season, but much better as of late. Given up 12 games, 4-4, 66 innings, 58 strikeouts, 19 walks, and a 1.36 WHIP. In the month of May, he had a 3.27 ERA. Yeah, you can chalk that one up to the KBO itself, man. They just don't get it. So 3.27 in the month of May. 1 start here in the month of June. 6 innings, 99 pitches, 0 runs, 0 earned. Noshiwan is still out there at third base. We'll see how he does once he has to run on that knee, and maybe it's just with time it'll be a little bit better. Ramos will be leading things off. Again, lots of switch hitters in the outfield for the foreign batters this year. And starts him with a ball on the outside. So as far as I know, the batter, there's not a lot of switch hitters in the actual league. But Ramos here for Doosan, Peraza for Hanwha. Then Mel Rojas Jr. is also a switch hitter. Reyes, I believe, is a switch hitter for Lotte. And I believe there's one more switch hitter. That's a bunts down to third, and he is on first with a bunt single. He finally gets on base. He did not have a good day yesterday. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting here broadcasting and not broadcasting at the same time. Sorry about that, guys. So, yesterday he was 0 for 3 with a ground out to the pitcher, the fly out to center, and a fly out to left, and ended up coming out of the game early. So, Rojas with the bunt single, and then first pitch outside, ball 1. Hog Young-min is hitting 365 on the season, moved up to the 2-hole. He was in the 3-hole yesterday. EU Chan not in the lineup today. And that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and easy peasy. You're out. 2 away. The easiest way to take care of the base runner is to get him out on the next at-bats. I need to play that song whenever you come in and with your joke. Well done. Thank you. All right, Yang E.G. stepping in, first pitch swing, and fouls that one down the right side. Oh, Yang E.G. yesterday, 2 for 4, was caught stealing by 1.5 miles, as that one's in there 0-2. Can't believe they don't replay the the curveball pitch to Yang Yi from the first game. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Foul, and the ball boy gets his first taste of action on the day. I have to like that song. And a little chopper of flare to the second baseman, and that's 3 away. One knots, but 2, 3, and we will go to the top of the second. We got ourselves a fun little battle between left-handed pitchers today. We'll see who gets the better of it. 9 pitches in that inning for Yu Hun Jin. Brandon struggled a little bit more than that. He threw 18 pitches and a bit of a little break in between No Shiwan's third strike and his second strike. Magazine. I hope they don't give me a strike for that 100% perfect rendition of some Biggie Smalls. Da, 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 da. They came out with them last year. So each team has a doll. So here's the Hanwha doll. So it's a team. It's there. I have the entire collection of all 10 of the teams. So yeah, it was actually kind of hard to get all of them. Chan Sung steps in, looks at ball one. Yeah, the Hanwha one was actually the very last one I got. Way upstairs. 3-0. Yeah, they came out with them last year, and originally it was just Hanwha, Kia, and I want to say maybe LG, but and the 3-2 coming up. Full count for Chae Sung. Sorry about that call that I just didn't do. Thank you very much. Thank you. They showed a replay and then they showed another strike right away as the strike at the bottom of the zone. It gets Chae Sung as he throws the bat, takes off for first, but it was wow, that was not close. Wow. That did not look close to a strike on that replay from the side. But it's hard to argue with the old robots, and Kim Tae-yeon will step in. He has not been hitting well. And my buttons are not working. That's going to be a quick grounder to shorts, the throw, and 9 seconds into a song, and a 6-3. Basically, since he got moved out of that leadoff spot, he has not been hitting well. He was hitting 350 in that leadoff spot. Well, I assume you can see my beautiful NC sword. All right, EJ Wan stepping in, and that is crushed. Wow. Yeah, if I were to not live in Daejeon where Hanwha plays, I would probably be a KT fan, honestly. And that one misses way up. Yeah, I can't believe that they are doing so poorly. I hope that's just my speakers that sound awful and not your guys's. And way up high, 3-1. And another strikeout swinging, and that was not a good looking inning for Hanwha. 2 strikeouts looking and a 2-pitch ground all to shorts. Not a good looking inning for Hanwha. But we will go to the bottom of the seconds. Luckily, he did have to throw 14 pitches in that inning, and that brings his total up to 32. So like I use OBS, but all of the other stuff is all like I had designed specifically for me. Yeah, I was very specific with what I wanted from whenever I designed it. I wanted to do as professional as I could, being not professional. So yeah, but like the some of the animations are set, some of them are buttons. What you guys can't see is I actually have 2 big boxes down below. So I have 3 screens. So I have a screen over here, a screen here, and a screen here. And then I have 2 big boxes over here. One of them is all my music, and one of them is all my animations, like that right there. Things like that. All of that is through different buttons, whether it's on my keyboard or anything like that. All right, Yunjin, first pitch in there, first strike. Yunjin, only 9 pitches to get out of that first inning, but that one's ball outside. And the 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. fouled away for a 2-2 count here. So all right, the 2-2 pitch coming up. Fouled out of play. 2-2 again. All right, the 2-2 pitch chopped back to the fence. Reset for another 2-2 pitch. All right, the 2-2 pitch once again. And way up high, 3-2. Lead off full count to Kim Jae-won. Oh man, they've got to learn how to do an overlay. That looks awful. They did an overlay of the entire at bat instead of just the ball, as that is crushed. And one hops up against the wall. Chaeun Sung grabs it, and that is going to be a leadoff single off a full count. And luckily, that one was not deposited on the other side of the fence. SBS, you guys have got to learn how to do an overlay. You don't do the overlay off the entire at bat. You do it off of just the ball. That was awful to watch. It looked like I imagined what it would be like if I was on drugs. All right. Yang Sung-won stepping in now. And he's going to bunt. Power hitter with a bunt. Very interesting. Again, they are bunting at No Shiwon, who has fouled 2 pitches off of his knee. Ramos led off the first inning with a bunt right at No Shiwon after he was hit twice, after he hit himself twice in the knee on a foul ball. And then, so we will see, did not look like the manager knew that he was bunting there, as he kind of gave the look of pure surprise. And that big hook in there for a strike. 0-2. Luke, what are you sending me? And that's going to be a chopper to An Chi-hong, but that's going to move a runner over to third. I hope that's just my audio, not yours. Oh, you got. All right. Sorry, I the sound in my earphones just really sounded like awful. So I didn't know if it was me or you, so I'm trying a different set. And we will see how it goes. So, 0-1 pitch coming up to Kim Gi-yeon. Kim Gi-yeon catching today. And a huge play by No Shiwon. over at third on that. And he's able to get the ball and get the outs, but not letting the run score. And that 5-3 putouts, that is a huge, huge putout by Noshiwan. And EJ1 in foul territory under it, and 3 away. Lead off double and moved over, but he is able to get out of it on a pop foul. All right, I think I'm all set up now. All right, I got my ears set up. Solid defense there by Noshiwan. Huge, huge defense there by Noshiwan, actually. As able to get that play there to keep the runner. And all right, Lee Do-yoon is gonna lead things off for Hanwha. And outside in the dirt. 1-1. And that's going to be a little flare to the shorts. All right, Eurogyo looks at ball 2 there, and that one's in there for a strike. Eurogyo playing left, taking over for Jang Jin-hyuk. Has been up. He's hitting 182 on the season. Really, it's kind of how much longer is he going to stay up? As that's the 3-1. He came up right as the manager took over. And that's stroked into center field, and that will be a leadoff single for, or sorry, not a leadoff, but a 1-out single. All right, that's going to flip the lineup back over to Iwan Suk. Iwan Suk looks at ball one. Iwan Suk over one on the day, grounded out to the third baseman on the first pitch he saw of the game. Hitting 294 on the season, has not played much. Really, again, I talked as he tries to bunt here. Yeah. So Iwan Suk is, he's been with this team for a while. He's played well in Doosan in the second league, but he's never, ever, ever been giving an actual chance to play. What has happened his whole time here in that he's been with Hanwha is he'll come up and he'll get a pinch hit or two, and then he'll play one game and he won't get a hit because he's been pinch hitting for a week, or he's had two pinch hit at bats or something like that, and then he can't hit, and then he gets sent back down, and he plays well, and then he comes back, and it's the same thing because he's never been given a chance to play in center field, as that's 2-2. He just has way too much speed, and he has good center field instincts. Yesterday's little bloop thing wasn't the thing, but he's a way better defender than Jang Jin-hyuk. And obviously Jang Jin-hyuk is a left-handed batter versus Iwan Suk, who's a righty, but righty gets a lot more work versus lefty. So all right, the 2-2 pitch coming up, runner on first, 1 out, and misses inside. 3-2. Did they really see if he went? I didn't even think he even attempted to swing. I thought he jumped out of the way, make sure he didn't get hit by the ball. All right, once again, the 3-2 pitch to Iwan Suk. And that's going to be ripped in between the shortstop and third base. And another hit for Iwan Suk, who's showing that he should stay up at the first team. Struggling a little here to open the game for Brandon, as he's given up 2 straight singles to the number 9 and the number 1 hitter, the left fielder and right fielder. Wang Young-mook is now stepping in 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to the second baseman. Average down to 312 on the season. Not a good day yesterday. Has not actually played well very lately. Yesterday, walked but was caught stealing, then walked and got an RBI, but sacrifice bunts. But yesterday, 0 for 2 with 2 walks. 1-0 counts coming up. All right, the 1-0 pitch and check swing, foul. 1-1. And now he squares around a bunt with a 1-1 count and 1 out and misses, and now it's 1-2. I don't know what that was. All right. Well, that's an attempt for a guy that's struggling right there. That's what that looked like. And he's gonna go set up outside and slaps that in between short and third. Hopefully they hold him up. Nope, they're gonna send him, and he's gonna be in. Single on an RBI, and Hanwha takes the lead. And I believe that puts runners on the corner. Get down, the third base coach says. As Wang Young Mook comes through with a single and puts Hanwha on the lead. Oops, still one out though. Runners on the corner now for An Chi-hong. Good chance for Hanwha to put some more runs up on the board. A crooked number would be fantastic. An Chi-hong did single in his first at-bat, so it was left on the bases, giving the signs for the Little League double steal. All right, An Chi-hong. The ball on the ropes. An Chi-hong runners on first and third. He's 2 for 7 in 286 with one double, 3 RBIs, 3 walks. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. And swing and a miss, 1-1. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch from Brandon. Pitch number 53 of the game for him. And swings at a pitch way up at his shoulders, fouls it away, back out of play. And we will reset for a 1-2 pitch. Brandon, the one game that he did play against, that he did pitch against Hanwha, again, went 6 innings, didn't pitch horribly, but didn't really feel like he was ever in it. And immediately went on the DL after that. And that is way up high. 2-2. So Brandon features 4 pitches, throws his fastball most of the time, 38.5% at 146. Cutter 28.8, and then a slider 16.1% at 129, and also a changeup 13% at 131. As he checks over on Wang Young Mook. He's easily in there. Alright, the 2-2 sets up on the inside. And pulls it foul. Just making sure that the bad boy, or ball boy down the line, has plenty of time to stretch his legs. And the 2-2 pitch, throw over, check on Wang Young Mook once again. right. Maybe now. Nope. Another check over. He slides back in. Can't wait for them to have a limit on how many checks over you can have. As he has to take off his sliding gloves. He does not use the Arby's oven mitts over at first. He's traditional with just some thicker gloves, or I should say halfway traditional. All right, Anchi-Hong are ready to swing again, finally. 272 on the season now with that single back in the first, and that's a foul as almost takes out one. Hee-Won-Suk as he has to jump over it. Hee-Won-Suk does his best. I don't know what you would call that, but it was entertaining nonetheless. That's why you set up in foul territory, so if it does hit you, you're not out. All right, the 2-2 pitch. And that one is off the glove of the third baseman. Picks it up and does not have a play. And Hanwha is going to score another one on that infield single. He's able to knock it down as he dives at it, but falls out of his glove, picks it back up, and isn't able to even make a play at first. As it rolled just a little too far out of the way. Hee-Won-Suk showing off the wheels there on the run home, and Hanwha's got themselves a 2-0 lead here. All right, No Shiwan now stepping in. The looks at strike one at the top of the zone. It'll be interesting. Looks like they wrapped it or something there. Took some time, as you can see, some wrapping or some padding or something in his knee. So 4 straight singles from Hanwha, and they've been able to put up 2 runs. That's in there for strike 0-2. Runners in scoring position. No Shiwan hitting .308 on the season. Hanwha coming into yesterday's game, I have not checked since then, but was second in the league with batting average with runners in scoring position, which is part of the reason why they've been as successful as they have this year. Is once they finally do get rise on, they're able to actually score. So let me check real quick. So, nope, they have fallen down. They are now hitting .393 with runners in scoring position. The top 2 teams in the league, Kia and LG, are up above them as he swings, and that's the second strikeout for him on the day. It's Cheon-Song now stepping in. He struck out looking in his first at-bats. That is strikeout number 4 on the day for Brandon. And he would love to be able to hold Hanwha to just 2 runs. All right, Cheon-Song, the captain himself. And first pitch swinging, pops that up. Third baseman, Ha Young-min, under it in foul territory, and that is 3 away. But Hanwha puts up 2 on 4 straight singles to take a 2-0 lead. They do strand 2, but they'll take it. Any day of the week. And equally as important is that 30 pitch inning against Doosan. long break there for Yu Hanjin. We'll see how he does coming out of that. As he has given up leadoff hits to both Ramos and Kim Jae-won, but has been able to either eliminate him on a double play or strand him on the bases. But that's a long break there for a 30 pitch. It's everywhere. Like 왜 한국 사람 맞아요? Like 왜 김태현 1번 타자 아니요? 왜 김태현 1번 타자 되면 like 350 타율. So when Kim Tae-yeon is the first batter, leadoff batter, he's hitting 350 on the season. But they took him out, and now they keep moving him down and down and down and down. I just don't get it. Kim Jae-ho stepping in now, 234 on the season. Looks at ball one. Important inning here for Yuan Jin after sitting for a long time. He's got to get out of this without any runs, as that one's fouled out of play, 1-1. All right, the 234 batting average. Ryun Jin, 25 pitches, and that's a beautiful strike right in there. Ryun Jin looking for his first strikeout of the day. Here is an excellent location for it. I'll get the K's ready. As right on cue. Thank you, sir. A beautiful hook. Dropping out of the bottom of the zone, and he goes down to one knee and forgets to hit the ball. All right, one down. Got the leadoff batter for the first time, and that's going to bring up Josu Heng. Josu Heng, 277 on the season. Lots of speed, and that's in there for a strike. 0-1. So 44 hits, 11 RBIs. Does have a 350 batting average or on base percentage. 네, 근데 김태현 1번 타자, 황영묵 2번 타자. I don't get it. All right, the 0-2 pitch, and that is stroked into center field. We'll see if they put him in motion here. 그리고 왕영묵 타격하면 중요하면 왜 왕영묵 위생 번트예요? 이해 못해요. All right, Ramos just crushed. No, it's dropping. Wow, it looked like he absolutely crushed that. And a chance to double him up, but not. Wow. A good throw there. And they've got 2 outs, or they're out of the inning there. As the catches the fly ball down the left field line. It looked like it was crushed. Even Josu Heng took off, was rounding seconds, and then he had to go back. touches second, and a good throw to first, and he's out. But it was an awful throw, and it doesn't help that, again, I talked about this so many times. An Shi-hong should not be anywhere near first base unless he's batting. He is not a good first baseman. As there we go with check over. Paul Gan-min grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his first at-bats. Nah. All right, so misses there, 1-0. And the slow check over on first. All right, to the 1-0 pitch and check over. 그 한화 감독 생각은 옛날 생각이에요. 첫 번째 1번 타자 빨리 들리기 하는 타자 해요. Out. You're out. Go sit down. You can review that, but you're out. You're out. 어제 장진혁 2번 타자? 왜요? Just like I said, as Hanwha will go to the top of the fourth, up 2-0, as lots of bad base running here for Doosan. It is not looking good on the base pass. It is very KBO-ish. 아이고. Gotta adjust my mic. Sorry if you guys had to hear all of that. My pop filter that if I use P's and T's and things like that, it blocks all of that extra air. Moved a little bit and I had to readjust it. What a fabulous game. Nope, wrong button. All right, top of the fourth, Kim Tae-yeon will be leading things off. Let's see how Kim Tae-yeon does here in the leadoff spot. And that is going to be a stroke right up against the wall. And he's going to be standing at second, just like he should be as a leadoff hitter if I was running the show. Because I know more than the manager does, because the manager's an idiot. manager does. The manager does. The manager does. I know more than the manager does. Manager does. Manager does. All right, EJ1 now stepping in, struck out looking in his first at bats. There you go, swinging. That's what happens when you swing the bats. Finally, swing the bat. Why the hell are you trying to bunt in that spot? All right, Ito Yun now. No. Why not bunt here? Yeah, bunt here. All right. Well, now that they gave up an out with a three-run lead, three-run lead in your bunting. Three-run lead in your bunting. Three-run lead and you're bunting. Eurogil 1-for-1 on the day with a single run scored on the Wang Young Mook RBI single last inning. The 2-2 pitch coming up. That's going to be a grounder to seconds for 3. Moves the runner over, but there's 2 outs now. All right, Iwan Suk looks at ball 1 in the dirt. All right, need to adjust my sword back there. It looks a little crooked. All right, catches the very, very top of the zone. 1-1. Iwan Suk, 1 for 2 on the day, 5-3 ground out, and then a single in his last at bats. And that's in the dirt. 2-1. All right, here goes the 2-1 pitch. And chopped. Out. Well done, Hanwha. All right, we're back for the bottom here. Yuanjin. First pitch in there for strike 2. Ha Kyung-min. Still up to bat because they decided to attempt to steal. And 2-1. So Ha Kyung-min was up, but the caught stealing means that he's still up there. And fouls that one out of play, bringing it to 2-2. A shot by Young. Lee Do-yoon, what a play. I don't know why he hesitated there. I was worried. What a play. Diving, stop, paused, and then decided to throw down. They throw the glove out and hope the ball lands in it. That's why he should be playing short or second and not the guy on the bench taking up a roster spot. All right, the Yang EG now looks at strike one. Looks or swings. I don't know. I was looking at something else. All right. Yang EG popped up to second baseman in his first at bat, and awful looking swing there. Average down to 356 now after his 0 for 1 on the day. Imagine that, down to 356 as your catcher. And that big curve in there, ball one. Ryu Gen, 41 pitches now. 9 pitches in that first inning, 14 and then 10. So pitch number 9 of this inning coming up. And misses inside, 2-2. Little smiles from the old timers, and fouls that one. EJ Wan has been around a long time. I believe he made his debut back in 2006. I believe 2006. All right. Yes, 2006 for SK is Yang AG pops that one up to Wang Young Mook under it once again, and a second pop fly to the second baseman from Yang EG. And keeping him from hitting the ball out of the infield is always a great strategy. Kim Jae-won stepping in now. He is 1 for 1. Had a leadoff double back in the second inning, but was stranded over at third base. And waits on that and rips it right over the second baseman. And he is on base for the second time today as he is moved up in the order to bat cleanup. All right, that's going to bring up Yang Sung-wan, who grounded out sharply to the first baseman in his first at-bats. And did not hit well yesterday either. Yesterday he was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, a pop fly to third base, and a ground out to third base. Swings through that first one, pirouettes on the old changeup at 128 kilometers an hour. And he's saying something about not being able to see, or not entirely sure. So Yang Sung-wan, the captain for Doosan, hitting 236 on the season. Like I talked about yesterday, he was rumored to be signing with Hanwha, but ended up staying at Doosan. And they stitched the old C on his uniform, and he'll be there for the next few years at least. As a big swing through that changeup, and that's 0-2. Let's see what he goes with here. 2 big rips of the bats from Yang Sung-wan, and 2 changeups. His timing is way off now. What does he throw him? Curveball? Changeup? Cutter? Maybe throw him a cutter? And there's that cutter misses way low. All right. Threw him the cutter way in the dirt, and what does he go with him now? And that's a shot, but foul. Noshiwan rolling over on the ground. Definitely has some issues with that knee. I think they've got to get him out. They've got to take Noshiwan out of the game here. He's going to end up hurting it more, and at this point, you got to get him out of the game. It's still early in the game. You got to lead. You know, he's not going to be effective hitting. He's already, what is he? He's already struck out twice. You got to get him out of the game. And inside, 2-2. You really need, you got offensive guys you can move around. You can put Ito Yun over at third and bring in number 16. You can put Wang Young Mook over at third and bring in Moon Hyun Bin to play second. I know Moon Hyun Bin has something about his hand is hurts, as we've got ourselves a full count here. But you know, you got guys on the bench that can play. I mean, you could even go so far as to bring Chaein Sung in to play first. An Chi-hong could go to second. Wang Young Mook could go over to third. And then you could bring somebody in to play as that broken bat bloop over Ito Yun and catches it, walking back and 3 away. So, got to get Noshiwan out of this game. He's obviously in pain. He's obviously struggling. Ito Yun with 2 great defensive plays there to, you know, keep the game close. Not getting out of hand. I did not want that. All right, you got right here. You got Wang Young going to lead off, and then An Chi-hong, and then Noshiwan. You've got a pinch hit here for Noshiwan. Obviously, he doesn't want to come out of the game, but still, you got to bring him. You got to get him out. Do some adjusting here. All right, Wang Young Mook leading things off. All right, he's 1 for 2 on the day with a RBI single in his last at bat. Looks at strike 1 down the old middle. 0-1. Average up to 317 now on the season. Looks at strike 2. And a broken bat to second and 1 away. All right, that's going to bring up An Chi-hong as another broken bat. So many broken bats this year in the KBO. I don't know if it's something to do with, did they change something with the bats, or is it the fact that pitchers are more likely to go inside now that they have the ABS system, or exactly what it is? I don't know. But An Chi-hong will now be stepping in. He is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. And he wasn't swinging at all on that, and that's 2-1. He just hit somebody doing his little dance here, and the fans. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be a error on the third baseman as it goes right between his legs. And Hanwha will have another base runner. Hog Young-min is normally one of the best defenders in the league. He definitely does. And welcome, Nick. Welcome. It's the camo. He couldn't see anything. I can't believe they're going to keep Noshiwan in here. They've got to get him out. He should not be in right now. 2 strikeouts. And they need to get Noshiwan out. Step a little over past the inside. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and this is inside. 2-1. I never have understood that whole thing. That turn the uniform backwards and hold it up to show that you support that player. And way up high. 3-1. Pitch number 87 of the day coming up for Brandon. Again, he normally throws 100 to 110 pitches. He's thrown 114 is the most he's thrown in his last 5 games. Threw 110 last week, 114 the week before that, as that's lifted into the outfield, but caught by the shortstop. 2 outs. Thank you, thank you. Whoever's doing that in the vertical stream, thank you, thank you. All right, Chan Sung now. Thank you, whoever's doing that in the horizontal stream. And it's 235, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a hop up into foul territory to the third baseman. Average still way down there in the 220s. Anji Hong with the stolen base, showing the wheels, sir. Wow. Off a lefty. It's been so long since he stole a base, he forgot when to stop sliding. All right, now we've got a 1-1 count. So mesmerized by the wheels. All right, the 1-1, and that's chopped foul. 1-2. Anji Hong now with 3 stolen bases. almost popped off that base, but it didn't. So standing on second now, he can score with a single, hopefully. All right, to the 1-2 pitch. Chae-Sung fouls it back. Keeps it at 1-2. Chae-Sung yesterday 1 for 3. A walk, a double with an RBI, strikeout, and a ground out to third. What does his glove say? Waddy? Waddy. Brandon Waddy, maybe? And that'll be the end of the 5th for Hanwha. An error, a stolen base, but nothing to show for it past that, as we will go to the bottom of the 5th. Hanwha still up 3-0. An Chi-hong with the wheels. Oh, yeah. All right, so we should be coming back. I'm sure they'll miss it, and we'll miss the first pitch. But there we go. There's our intro music. So I believe Brandon will probably be done. Maybe he's 92 pitches. They could send him back out there for another one, but he has been struggling. Hyunjin sitting at 52 pitches through 4 innings. So this is the inning that he generally struggles with, as strike 1 in there. Apparently, Fanatics is also making Hanwha's uniforms with a rip at the knee for An Chi-hong on that slide. It was an awful slide, though, as that one is lined into the netting and down into the fila section is what they call it for Doosan. Yeah. So, opponents hitting .417 here in the 5th inning against Hyunjin on the season. 0-2 way outside, 1-2. Again, he's settled down quite a bit from his opening. Had to relearn how to throw that ball, deal with the ABS system. So he has gotten back to where, not to where people were hoping he was, but he's getting to where he's going to give you a chance to win every single game that he pitches. All right, the 2-2 pitch coming up. And fouled away, 2-2. So Kim Gi-yeon grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Hanwha does have a decently rested bullpen after going up by 5 yesterday. Ju Song and Kim Yu did not pitch yesterday. That one's fouled way back 2-2. Definitely an advantage in terms of that. Sabin, 아니요, 제가 and that's going to be a chopper. Ito Yoon over, grabs it, throws, and An Chi Hong forgot to catch the ball before he went back to first. And that is going to be a two-base error. I mean, the throw was bad. The throw was bad. But An Chi Hong, you gotta catch that. Oh my gosh. Went off the bag, up the line about 2 steps, 3 steps. And he just up the line 2 steps and just forgot to catch the ball before he went back to first. Wow. That was KBO. Wow. All right. Junmin Jae will step in. He popped up to the catcher in his first at-bats and looks at strike one. No, we cannot do that. The guy in vertical is with you, and that's ripped into the gap, and that's going to get cut off by Euro Gyo, but they're going to have a runner on... did he go to second on that throw? Nope, he's staying over at first, but they've got their first run on the RBI single. 죄송합니다. 근데 한국어로 할 수 있어요? 저는 한국말 해요. 근데 서울 살아요? 서벤 서울 사람이에요? And looks at strike one in there. 네. 아, 경기도. 네. All right, to the 0-1 pitch and misses upstairs. 1-1. 서벤. 근데 지금 세로 화면이 있어요. 세로 중계 방송 있어요. 근데 저도 카로 중계 방송도 있어요. 카로에서 사람 많아요. 사람 더 많아요. And the throw over to first. No, obviously not in time. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. And fouled 1-2. 네. 한화 파이팅. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up for Ryuhan Jin facing Kim Jae-ho, who struck out in his first at-bat. He is the one strikeout victim of Ryuhan Jin on the day. 229 is his average currently. And that is going to be a shot into center field, and that's going to move the runner up first and second with no outs. And like I said, he struggles in the 5th inning. Coming into this game, opponents were hitting .417 against them in the 5th inning. The air obviously does not help things, but they are pretty much just swinging at strikes. Yeah, Hanwha definitely would. It's very possible it's their number 9 hitters up, their center fielder. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a stolen base, or with a caught stealing though. Bunt for life. Yep. Here comes. If you're listening to the broadcast, they basically say they are going to sacrifice bunts here so that they don't hit into a double play. And to explain how stupid that is, so Josu Hang has hit into 2 double plays on the season, and that is going to be a safe as he gets an infield hit on the bunts because he's fast. All right, well, bases loaded for Ramos. Looks at ball 1. 324 on the season, and yeah. Ramos with the bases loaded is 2 for 8 with a double, 5 RBIs, and fouls that's one back, 1-1. All right, so Ramos looks at strike 1 down on the bottom of the zone inside the corner. And bases loaded, no outs, leadoff batter up. Hitting 250 with the bases loaded this season. Going upstairs, and that's going to be a chopper. That's going to be a 6-4-3, but a run is going to score. No RBI, but that's going to make it. Give up 2 to get 1. Or give up 1 to get 2. But still a runner on third with 2 outs. Yes, in your opinion, they have to hit a grand slam. All right, Ha Min had an error in his last over there at third. Here comes the pitch. Looks at strike 1. 148 on the gun. He is ramping it up. He averages 142 with his fastball, and he just threw that one 148. Agamin averaged down to 361 on the season after a 6-4-3 double play and a 6-3 ground out in his last at bat. Hanwha trying to get to the 5th inning stretch with the lead intact, as that one's way upstairs, 1-1. So, again, Main hitting 375 with runners in scoring position on the season. Not too much better than his 361 regular batting average. And setting up upstairs and fouls that one. Whoop, wrong button. 1-2 on the count. All right, to the 1-2 pitch. Lifted and Chen Sung under it. 3 away, but they get 2 runs back on an error and 3 singles. We will go to the 6th inning, but first it is time to stretch. I will be back in just a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if you guys heard the music or not. I have no idea. For some reason, it was saying that there wasn't any. But we're back. Kim Tae-yeon leading things off Last time he led off an inning, it was only a double. And a run scored. Looks at 0-2 pitch in the dirt. 1 and 2. Day on average back up to 298 now. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Brandon's still out there and fouls that one. Bat boy, ball boy, getting some more work. All right, Kim Tae-yeon fouls that one into the bullpen for Doosan and keeps it at 1 and 2. All right, here comes the 1-2 once again and swings at that one up at the eyes. 1 away. Oh, Hanwha just for some reason is only able to score 3 runs against left-handed foreign pitching. It just doesn't is not able to score more than that. That's it. All right, EJ1, that's going to be another single for him into right field. She doesn't know the cheers. I don't believe I remember his either. Nice inside out swing there and lifts it into right, and he's on base for the second time today. That's going to bring up Lee Do-yoon. Feels awful at this point. He's 0-for-1 with sacrifice. But also he is responsible for the error that led off the last inning, scoring Doosan fans stuck in the middle of man, that girl just picked everything wrong. Doosan Bears uniform, Boston Red Sox hat. That's gonna get him at seconds. The 4-6 put out to get the lead runner. And 2 away now for Hanwha. All right, here comes Euro Gyul up now, 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his first at bat and then came around to score. Strike 1, 0-1. So average at 231 now on the 1 for 2 today. 4-3 ground out in his second at bats. And lifts that one up. Ramos giving chase. Second baseman also giving chase, but just lands in foul territory, and that's going to be 0-2. They go back and toss that into the stands. One thing I notice about the KBO, which is different than the MLB, is When the ball boys get the ball in the MLB, they usually give it to a fan. But in the KBO, they have like just a black plastic bag that they put all the balls in. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And checks over on Ito Yoon as he slides back in. Hero Gil does not have his own song. And that's in the dirt. 1-2. Alright, another check over at Ito Yoon. Alright, so the 1-2 pitch. And that's a chopper. Second baseman grabs, throws, and 3 away. As we will go to the bottom of the 6th. Hanwha hanging on to a lead of 3-2. That should be it for Brannon. Able to get 6 innings, only 3 runs. Did not start well, but that was pitch number 106. 18, 14, 30, 13, 17, and 14 pitches for him. Ryunjin sitting at 74 pitches through his 5 innings. We'll see how deep he goes in the game. So, quick check around the league. SSG is up 5-2 against Cume. KT is up 6-4 against NC. LG up 4-3 against Samsung, and Lotte putting it to Cume 6-0. All of the games in the league are close except for that Lotte Cume game. Kia starting to slide down as LG, if they win here, will open up a 1.5 game lead for first. Yang EG will lead things off for Doosan, and that is a first pitch swinging right back up the middle, and he's on base finally. He is finally happy to get himself a hit against Ryunjin. He's saying he wants to keep that ball. All right, Kim Jae-won, 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a single, and first pitch swinging for him, and lifts that one. Noshiwan giving chase, kind of hobbling a little bit, but strike 1. I will say, yeah, a lot of the older players, they don't seem to have fun anymore. But Yang Yi does seem to enjoy himself out there, which is refreshing. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is ripped as a single. Yang Yi will stay at second, but two singles, and they have quickly got runners on first and second with no outs. Yujin doesn't do as poorly in the sixth inning as the fifth, but opponents are still hitting 300 against them in the sixth inning. A lot of that is from earlier in the season, though, but he hasn't gone over 6 innings yet this season. All right. Yang Sung-wan stepped it in 0 for 2 on the day and looks at ball 1 on the inside. 1-0. Yang Sung-wan not doing well this season. 235 on the season. He is 0 for 6 so far in this series. He has actually not even hit a ball out of the infield in his 6 at-bats. 0 for 6 with 2 pop-ups as that one misses just inside too. 2 strikeouts, 2 pop-ups, and 2 groundouts. So still looking to hit the ball out of the infield for the first time in this series. And lifted up. That's out of the infield, but right to the center fielder. And 1 away. He does finally get the ball out of the infield, but it's just not quite. He should have bunted. He tried to bunt the last time. That's right. Bunt to win. Bunting wins championships. Bunting wins championships. I believe that's what the sign in the Hanwha dugouts or the Hanwha clubhouse says. All right, Kim Gi-yeon, he led off last inning with an E6 and pops that one up. EJ1 under it and falls down on the ground, but is able to get the out and going from a quick first and second to a quick 2 outs. All right. Junmin Jae, he's 1 RBI single already today. He's going to be looking for RBI single number 2. All right. And that's going to be a ground ball to short and 3 away. As he gets out of the leadoff singles, and Hanwha will go to the 7th, still up 3-2. Maybe he'll be back after the 7th. Just 9 pitches in that inning, despite giving up 2 singles. Doosan not helping themselves out in that inning at all after the quick 2 singles. He putting some pressure on SSG. They're down 5-4 in the sixth, but they've got runners on first and second with nobody out. And Samsung down 4-3, but they've got a runner on first with two outs. So Kim Dong-yul will come in to the game for So on the mound now is Kim Dong-yul. All right, Iwan Suk will lead things off for Hanwha against there we go. Kim Dong-yul, the righty and righty. Iwan Suk, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Came around to score a run also. And then 2 ground outs to third as that first pitch is in the dirt. Oops. Not a strike. Kim Dong-yul, 19 games this season, a 1.08 ERA, 16 innings, 254 batting average against 13 strikeouts, 7 walks, and that's in there for a strike on the inside corner. Whip of 1.44. Iwan Suk average now sitting at 316 on the season. And the 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. Alright, the 2-1 pitch to Iwan Suk. Way below ball 3. The 3-1 pitch, right down the middle, 3-2. Kim Tae-gyun and Chae Ji-gang warming up in the Doosan dugout. And strikeout looking on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch. All right, that's going to bring up Wang Young-mook. 1 for 3 on the day. Single RBI and 2 ground outs to the second baseman. And looks at ball 1 inside. 1-0. And that's going to be chopped. Hog Young-min under it and out of it. Good play by the third baseman. Charging in on it, says Wang Young-mook does have some speed. And 2 away. I was going to bring up An Chi Hong, who is 2 for 3 on the day with RBI. Did also reach on an error in his last at bat, and then showed off the wheels with the stolen base, his 3rd of the season. So An Chi Hong stepping in, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Hanwha really needs to add some runs here. Just catches the outside corner. 1-1. He has really been painting these corners a lot here. That's too much excitement for me. All right, 1-1, and that is absolutely crushed. Wow. The bat flip on the foul. As they are going to look at this. It was absolutely crushed. It's definitely foul. But that was crushed. Jamshil is the biggest stadium. And, I mean, it was a good 8-10 rows up the back. Absolutely. I live in Korea, Yeti. So I live here in Korea, so I can watch in Korea. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. 2 outs. An Chi Hong looking to extend as that one's bounced about 50 feet in front. 2-2. That one is lifted. Ramos giving chase. Turns around and catches that one at the warning track. That'll be all for Hanwha in the top of the 7th. They go 1, 2, 3, and still hanging on to that 1-run lead. Oh, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. So many wrong buttons. That's all I do is a wrong button. All right, so we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. Coming up for Doosan is going to be the bottom of the order. Kim Yu-yun is now on for Hanwha. Why does this do this every All right, Kim Yu-yun will replace Ryu Jin. Yeah. Can't say I'm against this, but can't say I'm for it either. So Kim Yu-yun, and strike one on the outside corner. 0-1. So Kim Yu-yun out on the mound. You get the 7th. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to get the 8th, but John Jin Hyuk is in left field now also, as pitch number 2 misses. And misses low. All right, the 2-1 pitch coming up. And that's slapped foul down the right field, out of play. 2-2. So a few stats on Kim Yu-yun, as I will get them here for you. He has pitched a lot, 29 games, 4.75 ERA. Did have 1 starts, 1 win, 2 holds, and a single right there for Kim Jae-ho. His 2nd hit of the day, as they finally found the foreigner. So 30.1 innings, opponents hitting 255 against him, 21 strikeouts, 16 walks, 17 runs, a 132 whip, and EU Chan will pinch run here. So the managing will be on display now, and we will see who is the better manager. And a lovely bunt, but doesn't get it pulled back in time, and 0-1. Josu Hang 2 for 2 on the day with a single, a bunt single, and caught stealing also. Loaded the bases in his last at bat with beating out a bunt single. And the 0-1 pitch checks over on the runner, slides, and easily back in. All right, the 0-1 moves around to bunts, but that's in the dirt, and 1-1. No Shiwan giving chase. Does look like his knee is a little bit better. Maybe icing it a bit in between or something, or not thinking about the pain as he's running in. That I am worried. I'm going to say this now. I am really worried about him, No Shiwan, charging up and him bunting one past No Shiwan down the line. As he gets that down, and the throw to first, 1 away on the bunt. Bunt to win. Got to work on that footwork from our second baseman over there. Wrong foot on the bag. Didn't matter on that one, but on a close play, you got to get that opposite glove foot up on that bag. So 1 down now. Ramos gonna be up as he rips that one down the line, and that is gonna score a run, and the game is now tied. As not able to make the play is the guy that shouldn't be at first. And yeah. Rip down the line. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I saw it. I saw Lotte was up 6-0, but yeah. Again, I think a first baseman would make that play. Ramos. And yeah, this is why you don't bunt in the 4th inning when you could have been scoring more runs. Did they give an error on that? Yeah, they did give an error. Good, because that was an error. Finally. That's a second 2-base error. And in there for a strike, 0-1. Second 2-base error on Hanwha today. I said it in the beginning, he shouldn't be playing first base. All right, the 0-1 pitch fouled, and 0-2. Hagyamin 0 for 3 on the day with a ground out to short, 6-4-3 double play, and then also a fly out to right in his last at bat. And the check over. And lifts that one up in the air. Under it is Ido Yoon, and 2 away. All right, Yang AG now stepping in, looks at strike 1 at the bottom of the zone. Yang AG finally got a hit last at bat, 1 for 3 on the day, average sitting at 357. Your boy An Chi Hong is playing first, Kenny. The guy that I said should not be playing first. The guy that I said before the season even started that should not be playing first. The former second baseman for Lotte. And And 1-1 is the count. All right, the 1-1 tries to overthrow it, 148, but nowhere near the strike zone. He wants a new ball as he realizes that that one doesn't have any strikes left in it. The middle of this lineup is not gentle on pitchers. 357 from Yang Yiji, and that is ripped down the right field line up against the netting, and then bounces into the field of zone, and 2-2. Yang Yiji is salivating at the thought of not having to face Ryun Jin anymore. Kim Jae-won on deck is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a double. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Goes inside, but and that is going to end it with the 4-3 off the inside of the bat as he jams him. And Hanwha gives up the lead, but doesn't give up the game. And we will go to the top of the 8th. Tied up at 3-3. All right. Kim Tae-yeon is stepping in, 273 ERA on the season. 49 games. The rookie, one of the guys in the lead or working on the Rookie of the Year. Lots of young talent in that bullpen for Doosan. Top of the 8th coming up for Hanwha. They're going to have No Shiwan leading things off. Alright, so No Shiwan, the 0-1 up high, 1-1. Kim Tae-yeon has Yeah, you missed the bunts. They were up 3-0 with a runner on second, and they bunted and didn't score any runs, and now it's 3-3. And inside, 2-1. Just the way the manager drew it up. What is the worst possible way I could manage this game? Ah, that's it. I will do that. So I believe Junmin Jae is actually at short now. So let me get a few changes here. And Noshiwan, a big swing through that one. And EU Chan is now at second base. There we go. And lifts that one in the air, but it's foul. 2-2. 6-2 now, Kenny. Kia took the lead against SSG 6-5. KT putting it to NC. Alright, here comes the 2-2 pitch once again to Noshiwan. And that is ripped. Wow. A line drive just outside the foul line. That was even closer than the I mean, he missed the foul pole by a couple feet. A couple feet, and it's a 4-3 game. All right. Resets for another 2-2 pitch. And lifts that one up. Ramos under it. And one away. Well, that's going to bring up Cheon Sung. Cheon Sung 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts and a pop fly to the third baseman in foul territory. So he's still trying to get a ball into fair territory today. He got his military exemption when Korea won the Asia game gold medal last year. So both Moon Dong-ju, Kim Moon Dong-ju and Noshiwan got their military exemption. I was thinking Kim Seol-hyun did. Maybe not. That misses upstairs. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch in the middle, 149 on the gun, 2-1. Take on, and a swing and a miss, 150 on the gun, 2-2. Yeah, I think he was born in 2000, so he's 24 right now. Or 23. Maybe he hasn't had a birthday yet this year. Yeah, he's 23 right now. All right, Cheon Sung, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 on the day for him. And, yeah. The captain's curse continues. All right, that's gonna bring up Kim Tae-yun. He's 1 for 2 on the, or 1 for 3 on the day, and that's a strike on the inside. 134 on the day. That's a big curve. Misses 1-1. That's a nice looking pitch. All right, the 1-1 pitch just catches the outside corner. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up. Sets up on the outside and goes upstairs. 151, but doesn't chase. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Blows it past him, 150. And that is 3 away. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. I will be right back. Don't you worry. All right, we should be coming back soon. Let's see who's on the mound now. They will stick with Kim Gyu-yun for a second inning, it looks like. Nope, Han Sung-hyuk. Han Sung-hyuk did pitch yesterday. So again, we are going to see how well this manager actually has to manage a game. Han Sung-hyuk out there to face Kim Jae-won. Kim Jae-won 3 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a double. First pitch upstairs. Strike 1. Han Sung-hyuk did pitch yesterday. Pitched fine yesterday. Only threw 12 pitches, did give up 1 hit, but struck out 2. And that misses upstairs. 1-1. He does throw hard, hoping that he can blow them past Kim Jae-won. He is a guy that can take the lead very easily on one swing, as he isn't able to hold up there on that beautiful breaking ball. 1-2. right. The 1-2 pitch coming up. Han Sung-hyuk really needs to strike out here. And that will be the strikeout that he needs. Swing and a miss. First time he has been retired today. All right, Yang Sung-wan stepping in now, 0 for 3 on the day and 0 for 7 on the series. And first pitch upstairs, 150, but way upstairs, 1-0. We will see how this managing goes down. All right, the 1-0 pitch misses outside, 2-0. He is gonna kind of dance and skirt around him. Even though he's only hitting 234 on the season, he is still very, very dangerous with the bat. 16 home runs on the season. I believe that's good for 4th or 5th in the league. What is it? That one's fouled back. 5th in the league. We've got ourselves a 2-1 count. He's also 138 WAR on the season, which is 5th on the team. He would be 2nd on the team if he was on Hanwha. As that one's chopped foul. 2-2. All right, setting up the 2-2 pitch coming up. Very important part of the game right here. And fouled straight back. He was not fooled on that at all. Han Sung-hyuk started the season off in the bullpen, was pitching a ton out of the bullpen, then started to struggle as he kind of was getting overused. Went down to the 2nd league after struggles, came back, and has pitched much better. All right, once again, the 2-2 pitch, and that's a beautiful curve in there, looking strikeout number 2. A beautiful, beautiful pitch there. He jumps back, but doesn't realize the ball is breaking back over the mound. All right. That's going to bring up the catcher, Kim Gi-yeon, 0 for 1 on that swing. He is 0 for 3 on the day with a ground out to the 3rd baseman, a pop fly to the catcher, and reached on an error and came around to score 1-1. Backup catcher hitting 268 on the season. Yang E.G. DHing today as he caught yesterday. And that's going to be a grounder to Noshiwan. Grabs it, pops, throws over, and that's 1, 2, 3 from the Hanwha bullpen. And we shall head to the 9th. We're still tied up at 3-3. double check all my stats and scores. You make me feel. The Korean commercials always use like super famous American music. All right, we should be coming back here. On the mound for Doosan is Hongani. All right, I think that's right. Hongani on the mound. EJ Wan will be up for Hanwha. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI, 2 singles on the day. And looks at strike one. It's the 0-1 pitch. That sprints about 45 feet before bouncing into the dirt, and that's 1-1. All right, EJ1 needs a hit here, then a pinch runner as he swings through that. 1-2. Gotta go EJ1 with a double or a home run. Or, I mean, we can get really prayer-y and say a triple from the 42-year-old catcher. And we'll take that single into rights, and that's his 3rd hit of the day, and I believe that will be the end of his day, as they've got to get a pinch runner. All right, and on to pinch run is number 16. We will just leave his name on there. So EJ Wan will be pinch ran for. And yeah, here comes a bunt. misses there. 2-0. I guess keep the bat out there and keep drawing it back. Don't actually bunt. Sorry. Sorry, Nick. There you go. What was that? Pulls it back and slaps it. Foul. Especially that. It was a hit and run. It was a slash hit and run. He literally had to jump to hit that so that he didn't get thrown out at second. All right, now still squaring around to bunts. John Jin Hyuk hitting 217 on the season. Does have 2 home runs. It's all part of the plan. Bunt for John Jin Hyuk, and then he gets a double. Says the guy that wants Doosan to win. Like you said, man. Bunt for wins. And misses 2-1. I didn't see what that stat was. It wasn't yesterday. Maybe it's just a pinch hitter. He's all right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Just catches the top of the zone. Wow. It must have had a piece of dust on the ball that caught that. It must, like, I'm serious. It had to have a piece of dust on the ball that caught the top of that zone, because it did not look like it caught it at all. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a chop. He might beat that out. He is. Now what do you do? Good thing he is fast. sorry. Infield single. Hit a big chopper to second baseman, couldn't field it cleanly, and slides head first in, and runners on first and third with only 1 out. And Moon Hyun Bin will pinch hits. Mr. Clutch himself. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Moon Hyun Bin will pinch hits. So Moon Hyun Bin is pinch running or pinch hitting, which means that also means that we're now going to have a pitching change to bring in a lefty to face Moon Hyun Bin. Lee Byung-hyun will make his way in for Doosan. Moon Hyun Bin is... So they're bringing in the lefty to face the left-handed pinch hitter, Moon Hyun Bin. Runners on first and third. Number 16 is on third, who pinch ran for EJ Won. Ended up going to second on the sacrifice bunt by Lee Do-yoon. Then Jang Jin-hyuk chops one into second base, who's not able to field it cleanly. And now we've got runners at the corner. Runners at the corner. Moon Hyun Bin gonna face a lefty. Or do they pinch hit another person? Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Big time managing decision here. Moon Hyun Bin hitting 250 on the season. 250 on the season. Does have 4 home runs. Nick would love to see a home run here. And here goes. First pitch, ball 1 inside. They don't have much left on the bench. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 of the guys on the bench are hurt. Alright, Moon Hyun Bin, the 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled. 1-1. Alright, here goes the 1-1 pitch. The lefty versus lefty. Big matchup here. So Moon Hyun Bin as a pinch hitter, he is 4 for 9, 444 on the season as they toss it over to first to double check, and he is back easily. All right. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Moon Hyun Bin. And he turns around to bunt. Squeeze bunt, and that's going to be a run. And suicide squeeze bunt.
감사합니다.
That is massive. Massive. And still only one out. And Wang Young Mook will step in. $12-5. I just saw it 6-5. All right, now we've got a. All right, sorry, we got a 1-1 count here. First and second, just so everybody knows, that was not a sacrifice bunt. So that was a bunt for a hit. All right, 1-1 pitch to Wang Young Mook, who's 1 for 4 on the day, and that's a shot foul. Hanwha really needs another run, though. 1 run is never safe in the KBO. All right, so the 1-2 pitch coming up. And he throws the bat. Throws the bats. The pitcher jumps over it. All right. That's what happens when you step into the buckets. All right, 2 down now. Runners at first and second on that strikeout by Wang Young Mook. Might want to get some old pine tar. And that'll be it for him, as they are now going to bring in a righty to face An Chi Hong. As again, we've got ourselves another pitching change. Oh, coming in now will be somebody else. They just haven't said yet who. Cheji Gang. Oh no, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, button. Why does it not work now? Alright. Cheji Gang will be on the mound now for basically our situation now is Hanwha first and second, 1 out. Sorry, 2 outs. They're gonna have a lot of moving around with as far as defensively. An Chi Hong will be facing the newest pitcher as soon as. For Doosan is going to be Junmin Jae, Yu Chan, and Josu Hang, which are the 7, 8, 9 hitters. But the 7, 8, 9 hitters also have half of Doosan's hits on the day. So All right. Again, they're celebrating too early. They still got to get 3 outs. All right, An Jeong now is on. Looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone. Sets up on the inside. Rips that one foul. An Ji-hong, single, reached on an error, stole a base, and then flied out to right in his last at-bats. He's 2 for 4 on the day. 272 average now on the season. He would love another single here, or even an error would be awesome. I don't know what you're going to try to record with that lady. That is crushed. But he catches it in foul territory. He just turned on it and just stared at it like it was just this massive hits, but it was just a fly ball. But Hanwha will go to the bottom of the ninth. They're up 4-3, and their closer, Ju Hyun Sang, will make his way to the mound. I'm going to make that assumption. All right. Single bunt, fly out. So we're going to have a lot of substitutions and movements around for Hanwha. We'll have to see what they end up doing here. So we are ready for the bottom of the ninth. Hanwha hanging on to a 4-3 lead as they gave it up and took it back. All right, so again, I'm still waiting for who's playing where. So obviously, Ju Hyun Sang out on the mound. I'm gonna guess that catching is not gonna be number 16. So the awful KBO app is now freezing because it can't handle actually working when you need it to. And it just keeps crashing. So Junmin Jae stepping in, looks at ball one. Once they actually tell me who's playing where. All right, to 3-0 here. And they've got their first base runner. Here comes the bunt. All right, EU-chan, 323 on the season. And that's going to be a bunt. Juan Song fields it and one away. Of course, why wouldn't they bunt? All right, stepping in now. And ball one. And ball two. We've got a lovely, lovely game here. 1 out, a straight walk, 4 pitches, and here we've got another one, 2 straight pitches for a ball. And that's in there for a strike. And all right, Kong Sung Ho hitting 280 on the season, and here comes the 2-1 pitch. Big swing through that one, 2-2. All right, here it goes, 2-2. Yeah, it's supposed to be Kenny. And fouled away and keeps it at 2-2. Yeah, they changed that rule a couple years ago, Kenny, but apparently they don't have that rule anymore. Kind of like they were gonna have you could sign a foreigner to the practice squad or the second league for up to 300,000. Then they magically decided no, they're not going to do that, and then they keep changing it. So they have this thing and then take it away, and then new one. But here's the 2-2 pitch and spins around, checks on Junmin Jae over at second, and we will reset for the old 2-2 pitch. what a play by Ito Yoon. Catches the liner at his shoes as he goes down to one knee. And 2 outs. We don't have a runner on first. Wow. Catches it at the ground on the line shot. All right, Ramos stepping in. 1 for 4 on the day. Bunt single, and that's ripped down the line again. Kim Tae-yeon is over at first now. Again, there's a bunch of different... They pulled the DH to put him at first. They haven't updated anything. So Chae In-ho is in left. Hwang Young-mook is at second. Kim Tae-yeon is at first, which means Ju Hyun-song is now the pitcher. And here comes the one, or Ju Hyun-song is now the number 3 batter, and that's way outside. 1-1. So Jang Jin-hyuk is in center. Ito Yoon obviously short. Choi Jae-hoon is now catching. Kim Tae-yeon is no longer the DH, and he's moved to first, which is why Ju Hyun-song is now the number 3 hitter. If for some reason they have to bat again. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the pitch upstairs in the zone. 1-2. An Chi-hong was the last batter, so he wouldn't bat. But the only person they have left on the bench is Park Sung-hong. All right, the 1-2 pitch goes upstairs, but fouls it away and stays at 1-2. As Ju Hyun-song wants a new ball. Big situation here. Pitch number 16 for Ju Hyun-song. Hanwha scored some extra runs yesterday, which means that he didn't have to pitch yesterday. He has not had a save in almost 2 weeks. And that is ripped to right, but 3 away on the catch. And that will be it. Hanwha wins a roller coaster as, wow. Yoo Jin pitched fantastic. Hanwha pitched well. Ill-advised bunt. Thanks for the bunt, Doosan. Thanks for the bunt, Doosan. Yeah. So much. Yeah, what can I say? Hanwha gets by with a win. I will say that. I do love the squeeze bunt. Obviously, it wasn't something that they were looking for in that situation. I don't like it if they didn't change the pitcher, but I like it because they changed the pitcher, which meant Moon Hyun-bin had to bat against a lefty, and he does not hit lefties well. So by going to the suicide bunt there, suicide squeeze, and yeah, again, more ill-advised bunts. The same thing from this manager that's apparently a legend, but has never won anything in the KBO. Besides making the playoffs when half the teams make the playoffs. I don't agree with it. Just because it works one time doesn't mean it's a good idea. Just because it works does not mean it's a good idea. Just because it works does not mean it's a good idea. I want to keep saying that. They had other bunts that did not work, that could have kept them out of that entire situation. But anyway, Hyunjin pitched well. Pitched 6 innings again. Was in line for the win once again. But Hyunjin, 6 innings, 83 pitches, 9 hits, 1 strikeout, gave up 2 runs, both of them unearned. Then Kim Yoo-yeon also gave up 1 run unearned. So all 3 runs by Doosan were unearned. Doosan, the only walk of the game is that 1 walk in the 9th inning. Then Hanwha had some timely hitting. That's all you can really say. The single by EJ1, 3rd single of the day. Pinch runner, sacrifice bunt moved him to second. The infield single by Jang Jin-hyuk moved him over to third. So huge infield single by Jang Jin-hyuk. And then Moon Yeon-bin with the suicide squeeze. Obviously the play of the game. But No Shiwan 0 for 4 today. Chaeun Sung 0 for 4 today. Kim Tae-yeon did have a double, but 2 strikeouts. The bottom of the order really is where the runs came from. So they get the win. They win the series. Tomorrow they go for the sweep. I will be back here tomorrow. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for tuning in once again. Till next time.